Law & Order Season 25 kicked off with another example of an unwanted trend in the NBC police procedurals revival. Though Law & Order premiered in 1990, it ended its original run in 2010. 12 years later, NBC and TV procedural mastermind Dick Wolf revived the series with some of its previous cast intact. Since 2022, when NBC revived the show, Law & Order has largely adhered to its original format, beginning with an investigation by detectives from the Major Crimes Unit and concluding with a trial prosecuted by the District Attorney's Office. While the format has remained the same, the cast has not. Law & Order Season 25 kicks off with the team down a person. Law & Order Season 25 doesn't have a second detective. Between the filming of Law & Order Seasons 24 and 25, Mehcad Brooks decided not to return to the series as Detective Shaw. Brooks had already missed several episodes in the previous season due to other filming commitments, and all reports indicate the decision for him to leave the show was an amicable split from NBC. Though the Law & Order Season 25 premiere writes him out with a simple line about him taking a job in Brooklyn, the show made no immediate move to fill his empty spot. That means Law & Order will only have one primary detective in Reed Scott's Detective Vincent Riley for the beginning of Season 25. This is actually a huge change for the show. Law & Order has always operated with a two-person team of detectives. Even the spin-off series, Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, follows that general rule, seeing two pairs of detectives operating on the main SVU team in nearly every season. Law & Order Season 25 marks the first time the show did not immediately fill the shoes of a departing detective, kicking off with Detective Riley mostly operating on his own. Recurring character Detective Violet Yee, Connie Shah, does accompany him to question one person, and completes her usual work of examining surveillance camera footage, but she is never mentioned to be taking Shaw's spot. That possibility certainly exists if producers want to up Shah to a series regular instead of recurring cast member. Law & Order has been struggling keeping a stable ensemble since its return. Lawyers Price, Hugh Dancy, and Maroon, Odelia Harlevy, having a discussion by the street in Law & Order. Image via Virginia Sherwood. A copyright symbol NBC, courtesy Everett Collection. Mehcad Brooks leaving the series is hardly the first time the Law & Order revival has lost a cast member. Law & Order has struggled to maintain a core cast since it returned to television in 2021. Though franchise staple Sam Waterston helped to kick off the revival, he left a few seasons into the run. Likewise, Anthony Anderson, who reprised his role from the flagship series in 2012, did not stay long. His detective spot was actually filled by Mehcad Brooks. The original Law & Order run that began in 1990 was not without its share of rotating cast members either. When Chris Nuth left, Benjamin Bratt joined. When Bratt left the series, Jesse L. Martin joined. During the bulk of that shifting, however, Jerry Orbach remained on the show as a senior detective, helping stabilize the changes.